Hi students, this is Mrs. Kerr. I'm going to show you how to complete the first item under the energy Nearpod and chart. So over on the left here is your canvas, and you'll see you have a submit button in the upper right hand corner. So the first thing you're going to do is go through this Nearpod. It is basically an interactive slideshow. It's going to tell you some pros and cons of energy sources and give you some information about energy sources. While you're going through the energy sources, you're going to complete this chart on a piece of paper, and then you're going to take a picture of it and upload it. And submit assignment, which we've done a bunch of times. So you're going to click on this Nearpod, and as you're going through, you're going to see these items that are in this chart here. Now, I already opened a copy of the Nearpod, so I don't want to press that link again and sign it. It'll have you choose your name, so go ahead and put your name in there. But the first thing in your little chart there is biomass. So I just kind of skipped ahead to that. Now there are some questions and things you want to answer before that. But I just want to show you how to sort of summarize this a little bit. So I'm going to make this window a little bit smaller so I can type into my table here. Now I'm going to type, but you are just handwriting, okay? So I'm going to type in here, just sort of make it a little bit easier for you to see, because if I try to if I try to write it down and hold it up, it's going to be hard to see, okay? So biomass is a renewable resource. So you'll see as you go through these, which ones are renewable and non-renewable. So you just write it in the box there. You could do a separate piece of paper for each one, but don't go overboard writing, okay? So if anything, you want to just make maybe some bullets, and I'm going to maybe make this a little bit smaller so everything can fit. All right, so description of what biomass is. So let's go over here. Biomass is an organic material made from plants and animals and microorganisms. So for instance, it can be things from wood to garbage to crops. Corn is used in ethanol. You'll see that within this unit, and things like that. So these things are derived from plants and animals, okay? So you could type that exact wording, or you could kind of just summarize, right? So organic, I think that's kind of small enough for you to understand. Organic material made from plants and animals, microorganisms. Okay? And you don't need, punctuation or anything like that. Just type it in there. Notice I did like a little bullet. That's fine. All right, now pros. Pros to using this energy source is that it's cleaner than burning oil. We burn a lot of things for energy. We burn oil, which is also called petroleum. We burn gas, things like that. It's abundant, meaning there's lots of it, and it's renewable. So part of the reason that it is a good thing is that we can either, renewable means we can either reuse it, or there's an unlimited supply, right? Okay, so these are pretty short, so I can just write them. Cleaner than burning, I'm going to type that in. Abundant, or you could write that, there's a lot, and then it's renewable. Okay, and if you're running out of space or there's a lot to write, renewable is right over here, so we know that's an advantage. All right, cons. So as far as cons, disadvantages, it causes food prices to rise because we use grains to make ethanol. Ethanol is in a lot of gasolines. When you go to pump gas the next time, look on the little label and it'll say like 10%, up to 10% ethanol. And so that part of that gas is made out of corn, which makes up ethanol. Greenhouse gas producer, okay, that means that sometimes these things are burned. For instance, garbage is sometimes burned to make fuel. Landfill gas is sometimes burned. Wood, we burn wood. Well, any kind of burning is going to contribute to greenhouse gases. And then not efficient to transport the raw material. So as far as that goes, you know, corn, for instance, is not grown everywhere. So what they're saying is that it's not super efficient to transport that corn all over the world in order to make this particular fuel, right? So it's meaning it's not necessary. They can use a certain plant or something in their area to make the fuel instead. So it's not cost efficient is kind of the idea. So I'm going to shorten these a lot because we just need to summarize, okay? So they don't have to be as wordy as this. So I'm going to shorten the first one, causes food prices to rise. And that's it, okay? Greenhouse gas producer, that's short enough. And I might say burned in parentheses. And then I'm going to shorten this one to transport not efficient. And that I'm going to remember that transporting these is not going to be an efficient time saver nor price. So you're going to write all that out, and then you're going to take a picture of it. Again, you're focusing on the things that are in this table that are right there in Canvas for you. If you prefer to type it, you could do a Google Doc and upload the Google Doc. That would be fine. So if you prefer to type, that would be fine. But again, you're using the Nearpod information for that. So there are slides with the different energy sources on there. Okay? If you have any questions, just email your teacher. Good luck with that.